What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about the King of LA. So fuck what you heard, it's what you're hearing. Let's go.
That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Fuck What You Heard with your host, KingKobra. And today we're talking about the King of LA. It seems like there's always been a whole lot of talk about the King of New York or the King of the South. But when it comes to the West Coast, I hardly hear anybody talking about the King of LA. And when they do talk about it, it seems like it's always associated with basketball, never hip-hop. And even though we take our basketball serious out here in the West Coast, we definitely got a whole lot of spitters out here that can definitely hang with anybody on any coast. So we're going to go down our list of the top MCs and see who you guys really think deserves to hold that title and who really gets down for that crown. And first on our list, shouldn't be no surprise, it's Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick's been on top of his game for the last few years, and dude's been holding it down for the West Coast ever since. Not only is he a super lyrical MC, he's got mad hits for the gangsters, for the hip hop heads, the ladies, the radio, and everyone in between. And on top of that, he's winning mad music awards, Pulitzer Prizes, and selling out arenas nationwide with his TDE crew. Word. Point blank period, bar for bar, you ain't fucking with Kung Fu Kenny. The hottest out right now? Most definitely. Now you might be saying to yourself, Kendrick's dope and all, but he's way too young in the game to be considered the King of LA. Maybe you got different standards, a different take on what should be considered and who should be considered the King of LA. And with that, we go on to our next super MC from the West Coast, Tupac Shakur. Though Tupac was born in Harlem, New York, he gravitated to the West Coast and was an LA native. And LA definitely embraced Pac as one of our own. And what can I say about Pac that hasn't already been said? Pac was definitely one of the best to ever touch the mic. Pac was one of the most prolific MCs to ever bless us with his rhymes. Even though he's been gone for over 20 plus years, his legacy still lives on. Not only was Pac a great MC, he was also a dope actor, taking on Hollywood and starring in big major motion pictures, and definitely shined. And I know, I'm sure some people are gonna feel that Pac hasn't been around for over 20 plus years. How can he still be considered the King of LA? But you gotta remember, to a whole lot of people, Pac was the GOAT. Pac's music has lasted the test of time. And if you think about it, people in New York still consider the Notorious B.I.G. as the King of NY. So why wouldn't we do the same with Tupac and give him that title of King of LA for life? Now, if we're talking about OGs in the game, we can't forget about my man, third on the list, Snoop Deal Double G. Snoop's been consistently making hits since the early 90s and keeps reinventing himself with every era. Besides keeping that G-Funk alive, he's also dabbled in other music genres, including reggae, where he took on the persona of Snoop Lion. And most recently in 2018, he just came out with a gospel album, Dope. And just like his former label mate Tupac, Snoop Dogg has also started major motion pictures. Though I don't think he's gonna take any Emmys soon, Snoop's definitely taking it to the bank. 25 years in the game and still relevant, that's an accomplishment all by itself. So why wouldn't Snoop Dogg be considered the King of LA? Biatch! Yeah, next on our list, even though he hasn't been around for as long as Snoop Dogg, he's definitely been holding it down for the West for a minute. The Game. Yeah, Game jumped on the scene in the early 2000s with Dr. Dre and G-Unit when the West Coast was really getting slept on. Game is a lyrical beast on the mic. By 2005, the Game and G-Unit fell off, but that didn't stop Game from releasing 300 bars. Now I fucks with 50 Cent and all, but I gotta say, the Game won that battle. What do you guys think? And even though we haven't heard from the Game in a minute, I feel like the Game's just a ticking time bomb, and he can release some new music any minute, and you know the shit's gonna be dope. Now I feel the Game has a good balance of that gangster shit, but comes with some real actual factual bars. So what do you guys think? You think the Game has enough weight to hold that crown of King of LA? Now that we got some of them West Coast OGs out of the way, let's get to some MCs that are hot right now. Next on our list is none other than Crenshaw's own Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey's been getting that independent money for a while, but partnered up in 2017 with Atlantic Records for his forthcoming album, Victory Lap. And that's what it seems like Nipsey's been doing for a while, winning. Let's not forget about that Crenshaw mixtape, where he pressed 1,000 copies at $100 a piece. Now if that ain't hustling, man. And on top of all that hustling, Nipsey was also able to grab one of the baddest chicks out there, Lauren London, opening up his own clothing line and slapping BET employees on his spare time. Word. So what do you guys think? You think Nipsey deserves to get that #1 spot as the King of LA? Next on our list ain't none other than Nipsey Hussle's partner in crime, YG400. YG's been doing his thing for the last few years, and he's showing the rest of the world that LA gangster rap is alive and here to stay. YG's been putting out hits since early in his career, which resulted in Def Jam signing him as an artist, one of the few West Coast artists to ever sign to this iconic record label. Besides always repping his hometown of Bompton, California, YG reached out to his Brown brothers by signing Chicano rapper Sad Boy Loco to his label and trying to bridge that gap between blacks and browns in LA, which is most definitely needed. So what do you guys think? You think YG deserves to hold that crown of King of LA? Let me know. And last but not least on this list has to go to Ty Dolla $ign. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about Ty Dolla $ign, but I'll be damned if his name ain't ringing bells out there. He's one of them new cats that's out there that's really making a name for himself. And everywhere I look, it seems like Ty has his hand on everybody's project, from Post Malone to Gucci to Fat Joe. From west to east, Ty's doing the damn thing. So what do you guys think? You think he has enough of a resume to crown him the King of LA? So this wraps up our first episode of Fuck What You Heard. It's what you're hearing. Thank you guys for joining me. Please leave your comments. Let me know who you guys think the King of LA is. Maybe I forgot some MCs who you think deserve to be on this list. Please let me know in your comments. Subscribe, like. Want to give a quick shout out to all my people in California, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Ohio, Detroit, Florida, New York, New Jersey, and everyone in between. Peace.